Ready?
Yes, sir. Oh, shit, man. Hey, dog. No, I wasn't ready.
I was listening to that Rambo. Hey, what's your favorite kind of shoes? Like your favorite pair of kicks all time? Let's say favorite pair of Jordans. You wear Jordans. What's your favorite pair of Jordans?
I don't really have a favorite pair. I just buy whatever look cool at the moment. It's more of an impulse.
I personally like the Space Jam ones.
The Bugs Bunny strap ones.
Nah, the ones from the Toon Squad game with the patent leather bottom, the black.
Oh, okay,
Them
yeah.
shits are just so cold, bro. I don't know what it is. You put the motherfuckers on, bow. Feeling like that nigga.
Clean as a whistle.
I'm feeling like God, yep. Yeah, I'm talking about.
Hey, back in my time, they used to say, you sharp.
Born a competitor, form is incredible. These rappers I won't settle for, they ain't even edible. Caution, caution, but the tape ain't yellow though. This
Welcome back to another two-shot review with your guy, your main favorite, reason why we all tune in, Mr. Lucky, and my main favorite guy, because he always have the best insight, NA.
All right. So we got a special one for y'all today. Actually, we wrapping this up. It's special because it's coming to the close of this show, Alien Earth episode 6. This episode is called The Fly, I believe.
The Fly.
So, as we know, we coming out of episode 5 on a high.
Yeah.
They took us back to the Magonaut.
Hold up.
You know what? I did it again.
Hold up. Whatever.
I did it again.
Before he
Oops,
do that,
I
we
did
finna
it
get
again.
to it. He tried to play us. Chat, he's fucking up. But you know what? I'm not finna let him do that. So you know what time it is. Grab yours, because I'm gonna get mine. And of course, it's our time to shine. Hope your light is yours.
Hey, so in honor of Fight Weekend, I'm coming to you out of Las Vegas, Nevada.
And I'm coming to you out of Alabama because I don't give a damn. And I got the moves like Hammer. You gotta see me. Hey, feet too hype. Shot time. Shot time. It's shot time. It's shot time.
You be happy for these shots.
Shot time. Hey, you gotta do the shot time dance.
All right,
You gotta do the shot time dance.
let's get it in. Ooh.
So, Alien Earth kicks off with Young Wendy cuckooing with the Xenomorph.
Remember what we talked about in from episode 5, that we were I was personally on a high because we went back to the Magonaut, and now
The Magoo.
I was thinking like, okay, we're
R.I.P.
going
Magoo.
back to the Lost Boys and the Peter Pan thing, and I didn't have high expectations for this episode, to be honest.
I did. I had high expectations, especially after we just left the Maggie. We was on a trajectory. Like I was telling y'all, we was on the mountain, moving up. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know when or where this shit got lost in translation, where the shit just started to kind of dip. Maybe it's when we started to get back in touch with the Sims. I think the alien at the end of the last episode is really what did it. Kind of fucked us up because of how the alien looked. But anyway, we're gonna get back on topic. So, we pick up with young Wendy. She's talking to the mini alien. It's a baby, like a little toddler at this point, and it has its own little cage, playpen type thing, and she's cool with it, all that shit like that.
Well, it doesn't start right there. It started out kind of like the worst way I can expect it. It started out with them, the boy Cavalier doing this Peter Pan he's like reading Peter Pan, and they're like showing slow clips through the hall. But yeah, they got right into Peter Pan stuff right away. we're gonna do where we picked up.
So we start off with.
We're just gonna do it like we're coming from.
Go ahead.
So from the last episode again, we go from the magnet. Now we're back in the lab. We go right back into the Boy Cavalier doing a reading from the Peter Pan book, and they're showing the lab, they're showing everything, and then we also pick up with the girl who attacked the science mom, and I guess she's getting tested. Yeah, Gingerbot. She's getting tested by both of the science parents.
And she is on some cool shit. Like, she wakes up cool when she get up. Like, it's smooth.
Yeah.
Smooth transition. But we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah, but before that, what happens is they're having a conversation about making her better. And I guess the way to make her better is to erase her memories.
The last couple of days, her being pregnant, the ship crashing, everything that she's experienced, basically, they say corrupted her. And so they just want to delete that footage and start her over type shit. And she's a robot, so why the fuck not? But she's also a kid and a human, so it's a moral conflict. So before we get there,
Science father, so they're in there with Boy Cavalier's right-hand man. Now, Science father is like, I don't want to do it. But Science mom, because she already had them hands put up on her. Gingerbot put hands on her, almost feet.
Pretty much, yeah.
It was just hands. There was about to be hands and feet.
She almost put hands on her. She yoked her up. Like I said, she yoked her up. And it scared the fuck out of her. So now she's like, well, I'm willing to reset her because I don't need her doing that shit again. And I don't need her thinking I was scared so she could do that again.
So now right-hand man is looking at the science mom like, oh, you can do it? Well,
Science dad said, nah,
Science
I'm not doing
dad,
it.
Science dad,
Wash
you
my
fired.
hands.
He basically said you fired. Pack your things up.
And he did say you fired. No, basically, he told him you fired.
Yep.
If you're here by the end of the day, you trespassing, we
Might
shoot
get
your
shot.
ass.
Might get shot.
Cut it plain and simple.
Shot
Take
in
your
your
time,
ass.
gather your things, but don't be here by the end of the work day because we ain't gonna shoot you.
Pop, 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 pop. So after that, what happens is, I think this is when Wendy has to.
But she's in the lab.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
She's cool with the toddler xenomorph. When we last saw it, it was a baby Swibbert. Now it's a little toddler. It got its little legs. It's moving around. It got a little cage with the rocks. Boom. She's talking to it in a xenomorph language. Olibot and Herman is watching, and they having a little conversation. Olibot says,
Yeah, so
no, Herman asks if she's safe.
Yeah, Herman asks if she's safe. Right. Go ahead. Okay, so when Herman asks if she's safe, Olibot is looking at her like she killed a full-grown xenomorph. This is a baby. Hey, bro, relax. And he was like, well, you said her battery can charge for like 2 years, right? She has a battery for 2 years, right? So, you know what I mean? Like, so and Olibot like
Pretty much insinuating I can take her out of here at some point in time.
And Olibot's like, do you think Cavalier gonna let you take her home?
Not even just that, he's also asking him like, what are you gonna do with her? She's better than anything anybody or anything could be on this planet, and you want to take her home and make her family and have her live a casual, normal life until you die, inevitably. Inevitably, you're gonna die, and she's supposed to take care of you when you get old, and it's just stupid. Like he told him his plan was fucking stupid, and that's gonna be a theme that's persisting throughout this rest of this episode. Hermit trying to fucking figure out a way to get them both off the island, and people telling him you're fucking stupid and your plan is fucking stupid. So we're gonna skip all of that.
Yep. So, and then one good analogy that I thought Olibot used was like,
the onion asking the star.
So he was like, so I want to be able to like take care of her, and then he looked at Hermit like that's like onion asking how to take care of the store.
A star.
A star, right?
Yeah, onion asking how to take care of a star. You are fucking worthless compared to her, and there's nothing you can do. Point blank, period. She's miles ahead of you. She's a space exposition robot. Like, she's supposed to be out there. So, long story short, we switched to.
After that, I believe we go to the part to where one of the kids, what's his name again? The one that's getting harassed by Moro.
So after that, we switched to Slightly.
There it is.
He's out there getting harassed by Moro. Moro's telling him, get the mission done, and Slightly's having a fucking nervous breakdown, crashing out. So Slightly's out there. He's trying to get to Moro. Moro's telling him, hey, I'm going to fucking kill your moms. This is about to happen. But then Smee pops up. And he's like, yo, bro, what's going on? I'm trying to hang out. Slightly's like, hey, I'm going to hang out with you soon. He basically little boys him and tells him, hey, listen, we're adults now. And Smee gets mad and says, I don't want to be an adult. I'm tired. This shit's weak. Everybody around here is weird. They're all cranky and shit.
Right.
So Slightly's like, look, let me just finish my little mission, and then I'm going to come hang out with you. We'll play all the games you want to.
So let me say something about that scene.
But
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying Slightly's like, he's now becoming an adult. Like, all the kids are getting into their personalities and they're becoming adults. They're growing up type shit. And Smee is the only one that's kind of left behind, and he's kind of in the shadows, ducked off. He's just doing the shit. He says the place is not fun. Nobody wants to hang out. Nobody wants to do fun shit. Everybody's experiencing life and growing up. And he doesn't want to be a grown up, but he got placed in a grown up body.
Right.
Which is unfortunate. It brings a different kind of psychology to the message.
Yeah, so I out of all the Lost Boys, those are the two that I think are the best and the worst because of the playful dynamic in this type of movie, but they still do a good job on how they act it out as annoying little kids. So they do the job. Yeah. But to me, it just doesn't work. You have all this danger, and then you just got these playful kids, but then they don't look like kids; they look like adults. So when you say the little boy, the dude did the pouty face. He was like,
yeah, cross his arms and everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but I thought that was good acting. But then after that, we transition back to the part where I think it's now. We got the part where the Gingerbot is out of the mind wipe and she's in the room with Wendy. So Wendy, of course, nobody tells any of the other bots the memories wiped. So when they talk to her, they're like, "Yeah, hey, you feeling good? So what's up? You still pregnant? What happened with the eye? You still tripping off the eye? Like, what's good? You good?" And
of course, she doesn't know anything about it, so she starts fucking flipping out. Like,
she gets mad again.
Being weird. Like, you being weird.
Yeah, they both being weird. Like, Wendy's like,
"What the fuck you mean? I had an eye attack me." Last thing I remember, I was chilling with the homie.
We did a hike and we played some games. What you talking about?
You did, and then now you telling me I had an eye attack me. I don't like it. You being weird. But they also, Science Mom, key point. Science Mom was telling everybody. She has heightened senses. She's emotional.
She been through trauma.
As fuck.
So that conversation.
We know she emotional.
My bad.
Go ahead.
That conversation when Science Dad got fired, they were talking about the state of Gingerbot before they put her in the bot body. She been through some trauma before she actually became the bot. So this said trauma is affecting her.
Fucked up.
Yeah. So,
That's why I heard. If you go back to our first episode, basically, not to step on your shit, but they told her, they told everybody, WizKid included, we can't just disrupt the levels of how many emotions we put in these humans. We can put a base amount and let them do their shit, but if we try to alter it, it might result in catastrophe. So, long story short, when baby pop out and be like, I'm pregnant, it's weird. Because you're a robot, but your emotions heightened and now you're in an adult body. So you just got boobs, you feeling yourself, you have shit going on right now. Like, She a robot, but she has human memories and human emotions, so she's tripping out. So, anywho, we jump to
Well, another thing we forgot to mention is when old boy got fired, he the boy Cavalier's right hand man stressed the point that what he wanted is to have all of these bots smiling and ready for investors to buy.
this coming week.
Right. So after we move out of the scene with the girl and Wendy, you know, after they get into it off of the confusion, we get to a scene with Waylon Yutani and Boy Cavalier.
Big meeting shit. Oh, this is
So,
some of the best part of the
Unfortunately,
show.
we don't get all the 5 companies, but we get the major 2 in this
And
story.
we work because here's the thing. It was a fucking meeting of the minds. Whaling Yutani's Corporation versus WizKid with the arbitrator in the middle. What's happening?
So, obviously, like all arbitrators, he's just like a sniveling little, you know, paper pushing
He's
servant.
a do-gooder and he's gonna stick by the rules and he's a moderator. He's just here as a middle ground. I'm not here to take sides. I just want to tell y'all the rules and this is how we gonna do business. He's not sniveling anything. He's just doing great
Well,
business.
you see how he's smiling in his face.
He's doing great business. He didn't get paid off. He kept it a rack. I'm not even gonna bullshit you. So I ain't gonna say he's sniveling. He just kept it a rack. He was snivy. He was weird. He gave off henchman vibes, but I wouldn't say he was sniveling. He was an arbitrator, so he did his shit.
Maybe your interpretation of snimey is my interpretation of sniveling, because both of them are
Anywho,
negative. But so what
Waylon
happens?
Yutani pull up with Morrow and her right hand man. WizKid bust through, no shoes, of course, like a fucking weirdo, with Olibot and his right hand man. Now, WizKid sits at the table, spread eagle, legs bust open, feet on the table like a motherfucking weirdo.
With dirty feet at the bottom.
Of course, he walks around barefoot.
Look like he used to live by a swamp.
He looked like the bro dressed like he fresh out of Arkham. Like he broke out of Arkham Asylum type shit. Like that's the type of shit he wears. Like he broke out of Arkham Asylum and he's fucking barefoot. All he's missing is the shackles. So anywho, arbitrator starts off, hey, what y'all talking about? This is how we gonna bust this down. Nobody says anything. Everybody takes their turn. And then upon the 5 families, we're gonna figure this shit out. Waylon has to go first. She's saying her part. He stole my ship. It didn't crash by accident, but I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I want my stuff back, and I'm willing to pay him for it. WizKid is like, hey, I don't give a fuck what you talking about. I need some money, and these specimens can't necessarily be yours because they don't belong to anybody. They could just be mine, or they could be yours after the quarantine, because government mandate requires 6 weeks.
Well, more specifically, what he says is like, she's like, well, you know, first he says that he busts out to the arbitrator that, because she said, let me present the facts. The facts are that that's my ship that the WizKid got, and I just want my stuff back.
Yeah.
And then WizKid countered with, well, that may be your stuff that you were illegally smuggling stuff
That part.
onto the planet. And then she said, no, I wasn't. And when he was about to show proof, you know, she went ahead and admitted, like, all right, I was smuggling the species, but...
Nah, she didn't admit it. She was just like, hey,
she admitted
I'll give you a couple racks.
No, she
a couple
admitted
more
it.
billion.
She said, yes, okay, those species are this, that, and the third.
I'll give you some more money.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Don't show proof.
Exactly. But basically,
Let me
she
get
wanted
that.
her stuff back. So it came down to a money haggle. I think she started with 15. He went to 20. No, I think she started with 10
It don't
billion.
even matter. They was haggling, and
Well, hold on. But then what happened was he said that before the haggle, he said that she was smuggling the species, basically just laying it all out on the table. Now, during this whole thing, you got the stare down between Morrow and not like a stare on, but they're showing little cuts of Moro with the stare, and then you got Olabot with the bot type of thing. So you get the build up that you know was getting ready to happen. You can kind of feel it because this is the second time they were together. You know.
Yeah, second meeting of the minds.
And then this dude crawls on the table. You know, as he's describing the xenomorph and stuff, he crawls on the
this
table.
kid, again,
Very weird.
He's basically saying, hey, the stuff that you brought over, it's some crazy shit. And it's not upon the regulations. So technically, I need to hold on to it until I figure out what's happening.
No, what it came down to is the quarantine time. So
6 weeks.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, okay, because when they did the haggle, basically she paid $20 million. You know,
to get her stuff back immediately.
Yeah, and then immediately, and he was like, okay.
Changed it.
No, he didn't change it. He said, I'm going to give it to you immediately according to the law.
Yeah.
And immediately according to the law.
And the arbitrator was like, hey, the law's the law. It's the 5 families agreed to it. So
hey, but now what was cool about that scene
he played her.
No,
he fucked her up. I ain't gonna lie.
But yeah,
This
he did.
kid is smart. That's a smart little weirdo.
But check this out. What's cool about that scene is the whole arbitration started with her talking about what's illegal, and then he interrupted, breaking the flow of the arbitration. But then he ended it using the legal
legalities
of the law. So he finagled it to his
like I said,
position.
he was cold.
Yeah.
He was cold with it.
It was a disgusting display of what he was doing, crawling on the table, barefoot.
Yeah, he was
spread
weird
eagle,
for it,
but he executed. So I
when
can't
you're right, you're right, and when you're wrong, you're wrong.
I can't hold it.
So now we switch to elevator on the way out the meeting. Morrow, he's inside the elevator.
Door getting ready to close.
Wow, hold on 1 second.
What's happening?
What's happening? Let me talk to you. Yeah. So he jumps in. Morrow and him have an exchange of words. Cyborg versus synth.
No.
Cyborg versus robot.
Android.
Yeah, android, robot. You call him a robot. So cyborg versus robot. They have a little powwow. Boom, boom, boom. It's interesting because he was fucking him up. Like Olibot was fucking Morrow up. But it was close. It was close. Like in a war of words, it was close.
This was conversation. Kung Fu is his finest.
Yeah, they had some shit to say, and you gotta go watch it. So
you know, I actually remember. So I guess apparently during this time in the lore of the aliens world, the companies had a battle, and I believe that one of the companies mastered robots, the other ones had synths. So I think Weyland Yutani had the cyborgs. So and another company had the androids that what's his name? WizKid actually purchased. WizKid's got the Simps. So when
everybody don't know he got the Sims. He about to bust them out.
Yeah,
he
about to bust
he
it
got the androids.
Well, he don't have the androids.
He got the androids.
No, he doesn't. He bought that android from the other company. That's why he only has one.
Oh.
That's why they talk about the 5 companies. Another company has the androids. So when the war happened between the companies, they didn't do the war with humans. They kind of did them with their tools. So Morrow bust out. You know what I like about killing bots like you?
Sims.
Sims is that y'all don't feel nothing. So
Sims don't feel anything. He's referring to the kids because he called them his kids. He called the Sims Olibot's kids.
No, but they were talking about. They knew that they were going to come to a battle. That's why he said.
Yeah, he said, "I'll see you soon."
Yeah, he said that's why I like killing motherfuckers like y'all because y'all don't feel nothing. So I don't got to worry about screaming and crying. It's real easy. Swipe you down. And if y'all notice from the Alien movies, whenever the androids get killed, there's never any expression. Bishop gets his hair ripped off. I think David and Prometheus get his hair ripped off. One dude gets stabbed in the back, but they're androids. They don't feel anything. However, Olibot counter back with the block, strike. And he's like, well, you know what I like about killing cyborgs? He said is the point to where y'all realize that y'all not bots and y'all can feel this, especially when the eye pop out the head.
That part.
Yeah,
that
so
shit was cold.
Conversation Kung Fu is finest.
Like, talk about finishing move. He fucked him up.
And then they had to make Morrow step back. Like, Top Flight was like, damn, Craig.
But I want to see how the rest of it end because they cut. And we cut to Wendy pressing pressing Science Mom about Gingerbot not remembering anything. She's fucking tripping on her. Like, loved up on her type shit. Like, what you mean? What are you talking about? Like, the shit you saying is not computing to me. You're not making sense because you're saying you deleted her, and I told my brother this is a place of positivity and all yes and things could happen here. And you're saying you could just go up and delete people's memories. I don't like that. So she pretty much declared her independence and said, my name is not Wendy, it's Marcy. And I don't like nothing y'all doing. I don't want to be human no more. I just want to be robot. Because the robot I talk to has some good points. And I like that shit. So I know I'm better than y'all. I'm going to go do my thing. Which is the doctor's, aka the human's, worst fear.
Yeah. So they had a little bit of conversation, kung fu themselves, but it was a little light spar.
She tried it. The doctor, Dr. Bob tried it.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
She's a therapist, though.
Yeah, it didn't work.
You know?
It was like light sparring. She threw a couple jabs. She saw Wendy was strong, so I think it went something like.
Wendy's too strong. She's smart.
Yeah, because she was like, Wendy was like, so you
She's
just
smart.
erased her memories. I told my brother this is a yes place, and erasing her memories is not giving a choice. That doesn't sound like a yes.
Yeah, you
and
can
then
give her a choice.
Mommy Bot tried to spar back with the, oh, but I'm a doctor, you know, so I kind of gave her medicine.
Yeah.
But Wendy was
Pretty
like,
much.
medicine. And
That's
then
what
she
I
said
did.
something to the fact that, you know, I'm just here to help or something. And, you know, she said something to make Wendy point out the fact that, if this is human and this is how y'all help, I don't want to do it no more. You know what I mean? Because Mommy Bot just didn't have, or Mommy's scientist, Mommy Doc, whatever we call her, she just didn't have the verbal skills to be able to compete, or the mental gymnastics to be able to compete on a high level of conversation kung fu. Now we pick up with Slightly been getting pressed by Moro, and then he goes in the room all awkward. How you do it?
He's like, hi.
He's
He's like real weird. Like, he had a straight face. He's like, I just don't feel like
All right, but here's the crazy part.
you should be here. I have family too.
But you know what ends up happening?
But I have a secret.
No, first,
Come with me.
yeah, first what happens, he's like, he comes in and he looks at him all weird, like,
He don't even announce himself.
yeah, he walks
And
in.
Herman is drawing and he looks up like, oh shit.
Slightly.
Hey, what's that?
Then slightly. Then he looks at him all weird, like he gonna do something. Then he goes, hi. And then goes back to straight. And then all of a sudden, Moro comes in the back like, hurry up, you ain't got no time. So that freaks Slightly. He's like, and he's like, tell him now, you gotta come with me. And then Slightly's like, let me show you something. It'll be fun.
Yeah,
and then
trying to lure him away.
and then Herman is looking like,
Of course, Herman's an adult and he's talking to a kid. Like, the fuck are you
it's
mean?
gonna be fun. You wanna
Yeah.
show me this? And he's like, it's a secret. Come on. And then Herman is like, luckily, one of Herman, because Slightly is getting pressed in his head by Moro, but nobody else can hear it. Moro's pressing him like, yeah, you wanna say bye to your mom?
Yeah,
you
that
better say
part.
bye-bye. You
Not
gotta get
yet.
him.
Nah,
You
I
gotta
didn't
get
get to that part yet.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that's how you getting pressed.
Yeah.
You getting pressed like that. But then, so now,
So he's getting pressed by Moro, and luckily somebody comes in
Yeah.
that's part of his Herman's crew, and he's like, hey, we need you on patrol. Of course, Slightly's fucking off put by this, but he's like, hey, but he can't go. He has to stay with me. We're going on a mission. We're finna go do this little secret. Just run with me real quick. And the guy's like, nah, he has to go with me right now. Captain's orders like, let's go. We out of here.
Orders from the top, big little bro.
Yeah, like, we out of here. So, they dip off, and they go hiking through the jungle. And he's with his old crew, and they're telling him, hey, you know this hike is bullshit, right? Like, they're just trying to give us busy work. He's kind of tripping out by it, but he's kind of pissed off. So, but he keep asking about transporting, like, boats and shit. So his girl turn around and tell him, hey.
That's not his girl, man.
Okay, well, his red-headed partner, black girl, tells him, hey, quit with the boat shit. We know you're trying to escape. Don't fuck this up for the rest of us. And this is the second time he's heard stop fucking around and trying to make a plan to get out. Because even Wendy said, hey, what if I don't want to leave?
Right.
Because he was like, I'm going to figure out how to get you out of here. She's like, what if I don't want to leave? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's the only one who wants to get her out of there. But I digress. Wendy, she's in there talking with the xenomorph. Now, this shit's a teenager. It's huge.
Right.
It's like growing rapidly. She's in there chit-chatting and cuckooing with it again.
Let me ask you something. Is this the scene like when she goes in there to talk to it, that motherfucker curled down from the top and stand up?
No, that's when it becomes an adult.
Yeah.
This is where it creeps out the hole again. And
It's the the teenager
So-
age. I gotta try to find that picture. All right.
So, that happens, and WizKid, Olibot, and the right-hand man is on the way back. So Olibot taps in Isaac, the little science bot. He tells him, hey, I need you to go to the lab, bust emissions. Is Curly with you? Curly's sitting right next to him, but he goes, nah. So Olibot goes, all right, well, go ahead and take care of that, and let me know what's up.
But
Just follow the
Olibot,
protocol.
yeah, Olibot is like, look, man, don't you fuck up. The scientific method is not a suggestion box.
It's a method,
Follow it. Don't fuck up.
for lack of better words. But Isaac is like, all right, for sure. Got you, Captain.
Yeah. Aye.
He's trying to prove himself, but also, he's a kid. So,
He's trying to basically one up Curly.
Yeah, because he knows Curly is the next in line.
And he got the name Isaac, like Isaac Newton
So-
or Isaac Asimov, whichever one.
So Isaac, he goes to the lab to go check everything out. At this time, he's trying to feed all the creatures and specimens. While he's doing this, one of the doors breaks off. He decides in his infinite wisdom to fucking open the door
Manually feed him.
and manually feed him.
So it's like, imagine you're at this.
But he got his foot in the door, holding the shit open.
Hold on. Let me give this now. Imagine you're a zookeeper, right? And then you get to the thing with the baboons, and you got a little slot where you can slide the food in. The baboons close the slot, but now the slot breaks. But instead of saying, man, fuck these baboons, they about to die, you be like, you know what? I gotta feed these baboons. I just gotta feed these baboons. So now you open the cage and you step inside. And you try to get your little foot. You try to have your little foot by the door so it won't close. But little do you know, you got a saboteur on the other side, an orangutan that's smart. And he fucks you up, gets you locked in there with the baboons, and they rip you apart. So what actually happens to Isaac?
Pretty much that. Isaac keeps his foot at the door. The motherfucking orangutan would be
No, not orangutan. Actually,
the
this is...
eye monster
No,
that's
it's not
stealing the sheep.
Yeah.
And it bats his head against the door, shocks this nigga, and he fucking moves, drops the food, the door closes. He's inside with the motherfucking baboons.
Not
Pretty
the baboons.
much.
This
But this is a species
This is the
of
first
fly.
time we saw this alien. So
It jumps down. It's a fly. Grabs on his arm. He's like, "Oh, okay, little buddy, relax, take it easy." Sprays his fucking face with gack. He's disintegrating slowly. Milk everywhere. He dies. R.I.P. Isaac. Now, while this is happening, Olibot is watching. The fuck? He's just sitting there, like, damn. But no emotion. Then, after that, at the same time, Hermit pulls up on Science Pops, and he's like, "Hey, is my sister safe here? Just let me know and I can leave." Science Pops is like, "Hey, I got fired, bro. But there's cameras watching. Let me just tell you, yeah, your sister's safe. Let me show you on the computer that your sister's safe." What he actually shows him is a boat code and a way to get out.
because coincidentally, even though that Science Pops didn't know that Hermit was just asking about boat directions and getting off the island, he just automatically assumes that we need the boat code. But I would attribute that, because a lot of people will say, like, that's just a stupid coincidence, a MacGuffin.
Nah.
But I would attribute that to where 9 times out of 10, if you're going to leave the island, this is the only way you leaving the island.
He wants to get him out of there. He wants to get her out of there. He actually cares about the kids.
But
that's put into these synth bodies.
okay, this is all I'm saying.
That's what he was telling.
When
That's what
I
he was
saw
asking
it,
him.
but when I saw that, I looked at the island and there was nothing around it. So I'm thinking like, where you gonna go on a boat?
That's far.
I would be thinking about a plane or
Yeah,
something.
maybe he don't got access to planes like that. And then
That's what I'm
who
thinking.
knows how to fucking fly a plane? Like, do you know?
No,
You a
like,
medic.
getting money for a plane ticket.
Herman's a medic.
That's what I'm thinking about the world that they built it. So
Yeah,
I'm thinking
that far.
about he can't get a money for a plane ticket. He got to smuggle himself on a boat. So that's what I was thinking about right there when they were talking about that. I was like, why are you so concerned with the boat to get off the island? They ain't got planes. Like, what are we doing?
So what happens is, Science Pops gives him the fucking codes, and then he says, "Look at this next computer." Next monitor, and he shows him that he's about to turn off the tracking units inside all the Sims and all their AV shit. So their audio and video that's being tracked and their actual tracking systems are going to be turned off for all of the Sims. He says, "Yeah, do that shit." So he does it, but then Hermit goes and leaves. When he goes and leaves, Science Pop sees an error message that says
Toodles, aka
Isaac is offline. So he's like, let me go to the lab and check that out. He gets down there and fucking Slightly's down there, chilling, crying. I can't do the mission.
And Moro was in his head talking about, you want to talk to your mom for the last time?
I'm finna boom her and shit. So Slightly just so happens to see him. He's like, oh, this is a human. All right, cool. 2 and 2 makes 5. He tries to figure it out. They bust into the lab. He sees Isaac down. He opens the door. Science Pop is stuck in the thing trying to get him out. When he gets him out, Slightly opens the fucking
Xenomorph door.
Xenomorph door. Boom. Opens that up and dips out the room.
Yeah, so that whole time, Science Pop is trying to drag Slightly out. I guess his body is heavy.
Isaac.
Isaac, my bad. Toodles or Isaac. He's trying to drag him out of the cage with the fly. Now, this thing looks like a big fly with like one of them pelican necks that get real fat, and it fills up with like juice, and it spits juice out of this little elephant trunk looking like thing, and it dissolves you. Like an actual fly would break down the food before it eats it up. So this cage is open.
And it does.
This cage is open now. So when
Science Pops.
yeah.
He's trying to get out.
Yeah, he's trying to get out. No, he's trying to pull Isaac out. You know, he's telling Slightly to help, but Slightly, he's got a job to do, man, or his mom is gonna get boomed. So he has to go, and he goes over there, opens the cage, lets the Xenomorph out, and you know, what ends up happening is Science Pops gets out, but he doesn't get away from the Xenomorph. He's at the door, just like how in the first episode, at the very beginning, Moro was at the control and the fake J-Lo captain was at the door asking like to let him in. This time it's the other way around. Slightly is on the other side of the room with a loose face hugger running around, and Science Pops on the other side of the door yelling for Slightly to let him out.
So the face hugger catches him. Boom. Slightly's watching the whole time. He gets panicked. He sits down, cries it out. Face hugger grabs the doctor, hugs him up, and then he's down for the count. Slightly already knew what the plan was, so he opens up a vent, pulls him in. At the same time, the flies are trying to attack him. They don't get him, so he locks him and the Science Doc in the vent. He don't think nobody sees this. Olibot is watching the whole time. While this is happening, WizKid is celebrating his victory. He looks back, sees Olibot kind of stunned, like, fuck that just happened? Like, oh, this is troubling. You know what I mean? Like, we better get back quick, but he doesn't say anything. WizKid's like, you good? He goes, yeah, everything's fine.
So let me tell you how WizKid is celebrating his victory. So, and this is why I thought about the plane. WizKid, Olibot, and his right-hand man are flying back to the island. They're in a plane flying back. WizKid is up there with the pilot like the bitch in Titanic going vroom, acting like he's actually flying. So this smart dude that just finagled the deal is doing the most.
$20 billion.
Yeah, it's turning around doing the most childish thing. You know what I mean? So when that's happening, Olabot is looking at the thing the whole time. WizKid looks back, is like, everything good? Marl's like, no, not Marl, but Olabot is like, yeah. So now, what we got, when we get back to that, so what's his name? Smiley. Smiley is dragged.
Slightly.
So right now we got Slightly dragging the face hugger with Science Pop
You're
in.
literally repeating everything I just said.
I'm just doing a recap of
what
where
I
we're
just
at.
said.
I'm just, look.
I just said that, bro.
But
I
listen to what
literally
I'm
just
saying.
said all
I'm just
that.
telling you. I'm just look. All I'm saying is what we have right now. So right now, I'm building the story, the close,
Okay,
like a
go.
summary, like when
Slightly.
you read a paper.
All right, so
It's the summary.
yeah, slightly.
So right now, where we're at is Slightly is in the what is it?
In
It's
the
some
lab.
type of ducts. He dragged the body
In
in
the
these
vents.
ducts. Yeah, he's in the vents with the xenomorph. You know, we got the lab with the fly thing, because that thing is open.
Yeah.
And then the whole time that's been observing everything that's been going on is the eye monster that's in the sheep now. That eye monster is just checking things out, because he's the one that set Isaac up to die, and he's just buying his time waiting. So that thing is a threat. So we can assume that the xenomorph is going to get loose out of Arthur's body somewhere in the ducts. That fly is going to be a problem, because that's going to get loose. And they didn't show the, what's that thing called? The spider slug, but we know that's still there. They also showed, when Isaac went to the lab, they showed that plant thing. So you know.
Oculus is going to get loose.
Yeah, but then remember, they showed the plant thing, but they didn't show what it was going to do.
Yeah.
So the plant thing, I think that plant thing going to be a problem, because they've been
What
hinting.
what he's feeding him is weird, too.
Yeah, because they've been hinting the plant thing. They've been hinting at it. They've been giving you little glimpses, but they never showed it in action.
Yeah.
So somebody's going to get got with the plant thing.
Yeah.
So we saw in the fly
Everything
thing,
gonna be
the
good.
fly thing they just introduced in this episode.
Everybody coming down.
So now, let me ask you this. What do you think about episode 6?
Episode 6, again, it feels like we're back to the building blocks. We're just getting started again. It's like they should have took a longer break, gave it time to breathe, and then we would appreciate episode 6 because some shit actually happened. But it was cool. I mean, somebody died. One of the Simps actually died, which made the stakes a little higher, because now the species is loose. I'm looking forward to episode 7 to see what WizKid does when he gets back, and only about how he responds, because he's gonna probably be on some sarcastic shit on WizKid, like, hey, bro, you said you know everything.
Right.
I don't gotta tell you shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I figured you knew. You know what I'm saying? So this should be cool. I'm looking forward to this next episode. This is looking real good. I'm looking forward to the finale a lot more than I'm looking forward to this next episode, though. So, what about you?
Yeah, so episode 6, I kind of, I mean, I'm still in the middle, because I still like what they're doing. I like all the action with the aliens and the different species. I like that they actually showed us that. And I think, and there's one thing that they didn't show us. How did well, they showed us how the Oculus got out of the engineer, but how did they capture it? So I think episode 7 is going to do more of a recap to build those
Yeah.
plot holes in like they did,
Yeah.
but then still kind of bring it forward. So I'm kind of looking forward to episode 7 and episode 8, just
They
as.
captured it because it was in the cat.
But oh yeah, there it is. I forgot that.
Boom! I pay attention.
Yeah, sometimes.
And with that part.
All right,
It's
so
been another 2-shot review, but you know what they do. It's shot time. It's shot time. It's shot time.
he'd be happy about that.
It's shot time for your mind. We're going to give you 5.
Take your time.
And that's been enough. Let's go.
Born a competitor, form is incredible. These rappers I won't settle for, they ain't even edible. Caution, caution, but the tape ain't yellow though. This